Office responded to a shooting in the 6700 block of Sandle Drive. Now we're going to have a live press conference here about what occurred as soon as that begins.
All right, say that one more time. I didn't hear you. We're waiting on the beginning. Is that began yet? Oh, there we go. Right now. All right, let's listen in as they get set and ready to go.
Ready to go, Matt? You guys ready? Go ahead, Sergeant.
Hey, good morning. I'm Sergeant Ed Cayenne, Jacksonville Sheriff's Office Homicide Division. At approximately 11:30 p.m. last night, JSO patrol officers responded to the 6700 block of Sandle Drive in reference to a person who had been shot. Upon the arrival of JSO officers and personnel with the Fire Rescue Department, they located an unidentified male inside of a residence suffering from an apparent gunshot wound. Fire Rescue personnel pronounced that individual deceased. At that time, the crime scene was secured. The homicide unit was notified. At this time, we have JSO homicide crime scene investigators, our homicide detectives, along with our partners from the State Attorney's Office on scene conducting their initial investigation. At this early stage of the investigation, we're still working to quickly, positively identify the victim as well as canvassing the neighborhood for video surveillance and potential witnesses that may have any information regarding this matter. We strongly encourage anyone with information that can assist to please call the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office non-emergency number at 904-630-0500 or Crime Stoppers at 1-866-845-TIPS. They can also provide information online at jsocrimetips@jacksheriff.org. And I'll take any questions you have at this time.
Did anyone else live in that home with him?
Yes, there were multiple people inside of the residence.
And at the time when police showed up, there were also people inside the house?
That is correct.
How many people do you think were inside the house?
There were multiple people, to include children. So what we did was we transported everyone that was inside of the residence downtown to the police memorial building to be interviewed.
Do you believe that the man was shot inside the house or was shot outside and made his way inside at some point?
No, we believe that the incident happened inside of the residence.
So considering how many people were inside, are those people considered witnesses at this time?
That's what we're taking them downtown to interview them for, to see exactly what information that they can provide us that will lead us to identify a suspect.
Any signs of a domestic situation or a home invasion?
Not at this time. We don't believe it's a domestic incident.
Do you think your suspect came to the house?
It's very early in the investigation. We don't believe the person that's going to be responsible for this was inside of the residence.
You said there were children inside.
Yes.
How old were these kids? How many children were inside at the time?
There were multiple kids, and I think they were age ranging from possibly about 4 to maybe early teens.
So what's next on police side when you're dealing with kids who may have been witnesses to this crime? Is there any extra steps that are taken?
Oh, absolutely. What we do is we bring in the child protection team to assist us with the interviews due to the tender age. We're out here, we're canvassing the neighborhood. We're talking to witnesses. We're trying to pull video surveillance to help us identify who's responsible for this incident.
Everyone in the home, family?
I don't know that at this time. I couldn't tell you that at this time.
And you believe your suspect was obviously there and then since left? No,
we don't believe the suspect was someone that was inside the residence. We believe that that individual came to the residence.
Okay. Is the incident like in the doorway or something like that? Like greeted him at the door?
Well, right now we have our crime scene investigators. They're there, they're processing. But, you know, due to the nature of the incident, they're doing a slow process so that we make sure that we get every piece of evidence that we can to identify the individual responsible for this.
For those who live in this, particularly on the street or in this development, what should they know right now moving forward?
Like what we always say, all information that can be provided is helpful. So what we ask individuals to do that live in this neighborhood is once they wake up, check their video surveillance systems, notify Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, or once again, if they want to stay anonymous, they can notify Crime Stoppers and provide any information that they have. But we'll be holding this scene for quite some time, and we'll be in and out, you know, in the neighborhood for the next several hours trying to identify anyone that potentially can provide us information.
All right, JSO kind of briefing everyone on a shooting that left a person dead inside a home there. You saw the address, which was the 6700 block of Sandle Drive, and that's northwest Duval County. So if you're heading out Highway 1 out in the Forest Trails area, that's what we're talking about. Happened in residence. You heard him talking about family, talking about kids inside a home where all this happened. So we've got Leah Shields, who you heard asking questions there. She's going to gather all the information she can, because there's still a suspect out there that they need description information for and what they're looking for. So we'll have that online. We'll have it here during GMJ as well as soon as updates come in. So we're here. It's 5.